Hello, hello. Margaret Lloyd here. Eternal Shift, New Life. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. We're going to talk about 10 difficult things that are always worth doing for yourself, but we forget to do them before it's too late. I hope y'all are having a great day. Weather here is beautiful. Took Snickers for a walk this morning, and then Bo took her for a walk this afternoon. Just beautiful weather. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful weather. All right, so I'm going to quit eating this popcorn. Even when the struggle is real, remind yourself that it feels better to be exhausted from taking small steps forward than it does to be tired of doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely. And that is the truth. All right, so let's get this ball rolling. In 1911, two explorers, Amundsen and Scott, embarked on a race against each other to become the first known human being to set foot upon the southernmost point of Earth. It was the age of Antarctic exploration, as the South Pole represented one of the last uncharted areas in the world. Amundsen wished to plant the Norwegian flag there on behalf of his country, while Scott hoped to stake his claim for England. So together, they were working on it. That's what we're supposed to do. Together. The journey there and back from their base camps was about 1,400 miles, which is roughly equivalent to a round-trip hike from New York City to Chicago. Both men would be traveling the same exact distance on foot through extremely cold, harsh weather conditions. Both men were equally equipped with experience, supplies, and a supporting team of fellow explorers. But what wasn't certain is how each of them would approach the inevitable challenges they faced on the road ahead. Bear with me, I gotta be right back. I gotta go get me some Kleenex. Lovely weather. Cold one day, warm the next. Just can't can't get it straight. That's okay. Such is life. All right. As it turned out, Amundsen and Scott took entirely different approaches to the very same challenges. And that's quite possible. Scott directed his team to hike as far as possible on the good weather days and then rest on the bad weather days. Makes sense to me. To conserve energy. Makes sense to me. Conversely, Amundsen directed his team to follow a strict regimen of consistent daily progress by hiking exactly 20 miles every day, regardless of the weather conditions. Even on the warmest clear sky days, when Amundsen's team was capable of hiking much further. Amundsen was absolutely adamant that they travel no more than 20 miles to conserve their energy for the following day's hike. Which team succeeded in the end? Good question. The team that took consistent daily action. Why? Because what we do every day defines us. If you have a job, you have a job every day, not just on Mondays and Wednesdays. You have it every day. Today's progress is always compounded by yesterday's effort, no matter how small. And it all comes down to the power of consistent self-discipline. Think about the most common problems we deal with in our modern lives, from lack of presence to lack of exercise to unhealthy diets to procrastination and so forth. In most cases, problems like these are not caused by a physically present limitation, but by a weakness of the mind. Specifically, a lack of self-discipline. And I know I have to work on that. Hey, Snickers, what you doing, sweetie? You doing okay? See if you can you get the popcorns out? Can you get them out? I put popcorn in her Kong ball. We put the hard things off until tomorrow because the weather is bad. Until we lost our edge, we grow accustomed to the idea that things should be easier than they are. But they're not. And that waiting another day or two makes the best sense. No, it doesn't. I know that. Then one day we wake up and we're emotionally distraught, incapable of doing the hard things that must be done. It's too late. Let this be your wake-up call. Your mind and body both need to be exercised to gain strength. They need to be challenged. And they need to be worked consistently to grow and develop over time. If you haven't pushed yourself in lots of little ways over time, if you always avoid doing the hard things, of course you'll crumble on the inevitable days that are harder than you expected. If I had to guess, I'd say Scott's team suffered in exactly this way. They tried to make things easier on themselves. The fantasy of easier became their mantra, their subconscious goal, but this fantasy was never going to be a reality during a 1,400-mile foot race in the South Pole. No. Scott's team lost the race, absolutely, and rightfully so. Not just on the ground, but in their heads first. They were convinced that waiting made things easier. Don't follow in their footsteps. Don't wait until it's too late. Remember, many great things can be done in a day if you don't always make that day tomorrow. Make it today. I know, I know. I'm the world's worst. I really am. Which reminds me, I need to see what's on my schedule for tomorrow. Nothing. Take positive action and plant the right seeds in your life right now. Nature herself does not distinguish between what seeds she receives. She grows whatever seeds are planted. This is the way life works. Be mindful of the seeds you plant today, as they will become the crop you harvest tomorrow. I look forward to planting some seeds next week. Want to get some butterfly bushes to put next to the patio to help keep mosquitoes and stuff away. So with that principle in mind, I want to share some key daily practices we've seen make all the differences in the lives of hundreds of our coaching clients. And this comes from Angel Chernoff. All right. So with that principle in mind, I want to share some key practices we've seen make differences in the lives of hundreds of our coaching clients, course members, and live event attendees over the past 16 years. Simple, but far from easy. Simple things they do every day that ultimately move their lives forward. Number one, start letting go of rigid, unnecessary ideals. Get back to basics. When a thought comes to mind, ask yourself if it's helping you grow or holding you back. Take back control. If it's not helping you to grow, let it go. Make the unconscious conscious and let go of what isn't serving you. This form of letting go is not giving up. It's surrendering any obsessive emotional attachment to particular people, outcomes, or situations. It means showing up every day in your life with the intention to be your best self and to do the best you know how, without expecting life to go a certain way. Have goals. Have dreams. Absolutely. Take purposeful action. Build great relationships, but detach from what every aspect of your life must absolutely look like to be good enough for you. Just accept reality and then respond effectively. Focus on what matters, what moves you forward today, and let go of what does not. Well, I'm beginning to believe people I thought were my friends are not. Because I make a plan to do something and don't. That's okay. Number two, Start putting your heart and soul into the little things you do. Absolutely. There's a big difference between empty fatigue and gratifying exhaustion. Life is too short. Invest daily in meaningful activities. Don't wait around. Too often we wait because we think we need to find something new or different to be passionate about. But that's not true. If you want more passion in your life right now, act accordingly right now. Put your whole heart and soul into the next thing you do. Not into tomorrow's opportunities, but into the opportunity right in front of you, right now. Okay? And that's what I'm doing by talking to you all. I'm putting my whole heart and soul into it because I want to help me get through my trauma. And if you've been going through trauma, I want to help you too. I do. I want to help you. I want to help you feel better about yourself. Because I know what it's like to not feel good about yourself. The more you feel good about yourself, the better you feel about yourself. And you look better. You feel better. Your whole body feels better. Once you get past those barriers, I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe how much better I feel. I put my everything into what I do on a daily basis. I do it today, not tomorrow. Not in tomorrow's run, but today's run. Not in tomorrow's conversation, but today's conversation. I'm absolutely certain you have plenty in your life right now that's worth your time and energy and passionate focus. You have people, circumstances in your life that need you as much as you need them. You have a massive reservoir of passionate potential within you. Just waiting. Stop waiting. There's no tomorrow. Put your heart and soul into what you've got right in front of you because become it. Let it become you. Great things will happen for you, to you, and because of you. Start stretching yourself to the edge of your ability. When you're struggling to make progress, that's when you actually are making progress. Let that sink in. It's far wiser to spend an extremely high quality 10 minutes stretching your body than it is to spend a mediocre hour sitting comfortably in place. You want to be stretched to the edge of your ability at least once a day. Absolutely. It needs to be somewhat difficult, slightly uncomfortable for a little while, but most of us don't want to be uncomfortable, so we run from the possibility of discomfort constantly. The obvious problem with this is that by running from discomfort, we are constrained to partake in only the activities and opportunities within our comfort zone. And since our comfort zones are relatively small, and missed out on most of life's greatest and healthiest experiences, we get stuck in the debilitating cycle with our goals. We keep doing what we've always done. Thus, we keep getting the results we always gotten. Our true potential falls by the wayside. Changes need to be made. Choose differently. Go to environments that expand your mind. Spend time with people who inspire you to stretch yourself. Read books. Grow, get better. Your life is mostly your choice. Number 4. Start giving yourself more grace when things don't go well. It's incredibly easy to overestimate the significance of a single decision, outcome, or event in the heat of the moment. But you must remind yourself to take a deep breath when things don't go your way. Your results in the long run, good or bad, are always the byproduct. I'll be right back, folks. Hello. Sorry about that. Okay, but you must remind yourself to take a deep breath when things don't go your way. Your results in the long run, good or bad, are always the byproduct of many small steps, outcomes, and events that transpire over time. The truth is, we all fail sometimes. The greater truth is that no single failure ever defines us. Learn from your mistakes, grow wiser, and press on. Character and wisdom are sculpted gradually. They come with loss, lesson, and triumphs. They come after doubts, second guesses, and uncertainty. The seeds of your success are planted in your past troubles and failures. Your best stories will come from overcoming your greatest challenges. Your praises will be birthed from your pains. So keep standing, keep learning, and keep living. Number 5, start sidestepping unnecessary drama. Tune out the cheap shots people take at you along the way. Don't waste words on people who deserve your silence. Sometimes the most powerful things you can say is nothing at all. Seriously, before you waste it on anger, spite, or frustration, think of how precious and irreplaceable your time is today. Give yourself a permanent break from the drama that can be easily avoided. Don't engage in it. Life is just too short to constantly argue and fight. Count your blessings, value the people who matter, and move on. Move on from the drama with your head held high. That's the only way to do it. Remind yourself that calmness is a human superpower. The ability to not overact or take things personally keeps your mind clear, your heart at peace, and yourself moving forward. So take constructive criticism seriously, but not personally. Listen to others and then operate with your own intuition as wisdom as your guide. Start being true to your values and convictions. Rejections don't matter that much in the long run. Accept them and refocus your attention on what does matter. What does matter is how you see yourself. So always make a habit of staying 100% true to your values and convictions, regardless of what others think. Never be ashamed of doing what feels right. To help you implement this positive habit, start by listing out 5 to 10 things that are important to you when it comes to building your character and living your life. For example, honesty, reliability, self-respect, self-discipline, compassion, kindness, love. Having a short list like this to reference will give you an opportunity to consistently invoke and uphold your hand-picked traits and behaviors in place of doing something random simply for the purpose of external validation, which is never necessary. Number 7. Start looking for silver linings, because they're out there. I'm going to find one. Most powerful weapon against stress on an average day is our ability to choose one thought over another. Absolutely. Train your mind to see the good thoughts. Studies have shown that doctors who are put in a positive mood before making a diagnosis consistently experience significant boosts to their intellectual abilities than doctors in a neutral state, which allows them to make accurate diagnosis almost 20% faster. Similar studies of other vocations have shown that optimistic salespeople outsell their pessimistic counterparts by over 50%. And university students primed to feel happy before taking a math exam statistically outperform their neutral peers. Turns out that our minds are literally hardwired to perform at their best, not when they are negative or even neutral, but when they are positive. So think a little less about managing your problems and a little more about managing your mindset. Do your best to keep it positive. Start focusing inward more often. Do your best to focus inward as often as necessary, especially when you need a moment of clarity. And remember that your time spent focusing inward and finding clarity doesn't just help you. Your mind is powerful, and your thoughts create ripples in other people's lives. When you bring clarity into your life, you bring the best of yourself into everything you do. You tend to treat yourself and others better, communicate more constructively, and do things for the right reasons, and ultimately improve the world you're living in. This is why daily praying or simply reflecting on some positive quotes can actually make a real world difference in your life. A heightened level of your conscious awareness, mental clarity, elevates you in countless ways. And then interesting things begin to happen. Good things that are outside of your immediate preview. Good things you haven't even thought of yet. Start embracing your humanness. Remember, you're human. Human is the only real label we're born with. Yet we forget so easily to become attached to a loaded label of overweight, divorced, diseased, rejected, poor, is to be like the rain that doesn't know it is also the clouds or the ice, and that forgets that it's also water. So we are far more than the shape we're currently in. And we, like the wind, water, and sky, will change forms many times in our lives, while forever remaining beautifully human. Start taking the next small step, number 10, and then the next, and then the next. Sometimes it's really hard to get going again. This is how Angel and Mark felt 20 years ago when they were stuck in a rut after simultaneously losing 2 loved ones to suicide and illness. It was really hard to move when we didn't think we had the strength to push forward, but we did. We pushed ourselves to take one small step every day. One journal entry, one workout, one honest conversation, and so forth. It felt so good. They got stronger. I've done the same thing. One small step, one small thing at a time. Get it done, get it over with, get better. That's how we can improve ourselves. Okay? I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Super thanks are always welcome. In the meantime, take care of yourselves and know that I love you. Peace and love, always.